That's loud and proud from Pub Sports Radio Studios.
You sound like my high school principal.
Best,
Joe sounds
best bar in Southtown.
Joe sounds like
Southtown
Kanye.
101.
He does sound like through
After
the wire,
accident,
Kanye.
yeah.
We're brought to you by CBD by Natural Heights. Do you have stress? Yes. Do you have anxiety? Yes. Do you have joint pain? Yes. Do you have PTSD? Not really. Do you have insomnia? Yes. This is going to keep me up tonight.
We got stuff for you.
We got the stuff for you. Make sure you give our good friends at CBD
You changed
by
it
Natural
up.
Heights. Give them a call and at 210-592-1060. That's 210-592-1060. Or give them a visit their brick and mortar location at 1880 Nacogdoches Road. That's 1880 Nacogdoches Road. Guess what about 1880 Nacogdoches Road? You know where it's located?
Where?
You know where it's located? San Antonio, Texas. You know where the stupid UT version of this show is located? Austin, Texas. Do you know where the bar that they record their show is in? It's in Austin, Texas, not in San Antonio, Texas.
Is there a legitimate, or are you just like?
Oh no, I'm very mad right now.
No,
Oh,
look, no, is it like?
oh no, I'm just saying like whatever. You know, I am incredibly angry right now.
Why are you angry, Joe?
So basically, ever
Hi,
since
Joe.
so we have this so if you're new to San Antonio, if you've lived here for your whole life, if you've been here for 45
Then
minutes,
you'll know that Joe's wire always comes out every show.
Everyone's wire.
you've probably heard about the Fiesta parades, right?
Of course.
So every year the Flambeau Parade, what's commonly referred to as the night parade by everyone because it's just
One of the
easier to
biggest
say.
parades in the nation.
One of the biggest parades in the nation, and it closes off the longest festival in the country.
You're
crown jewel of the
teaching
city.
Fiesta to the Ekdals right now.
Yeah. So it's the crown jewel of the parade. It's of all of Fiesta. It's the grand finale of it.
Oh, I can't wait till Nyosa.
It's
I'm gonna get so drunk. Are you 21 yet?
I was 21. I turned 21 the day before.
Yeah.
We'll see you guys there because I'm taking the Ekdals there.
Oh,
too.
fun.
I can't wait to see Preston trash.
Preston
So-
will have a sip of alcohol, I guarantee you.
So as I was
Probably.
saying, but back to being angry because I'm angry
Because he was happy for like.
because I was happy for like 2 seconds.
That's
We had an
Jamar's
emotional
effect, yo.
roller coaster on.
Yeah, it's
the
been
car
a
right here.
long 45 minutes.
That's Jamar's effect. He makes Joe happy when he's angry.
As I was saying, traditionally speaking, ever since before 2011, the Longhorn Marching Band was the band that headlined the parade because they were the Show Band of the South. They were the University
opened
of
the
Texas
parade.
Marching Band. Like it just made sense that they headlined the parade. Would you agree to that?
yeah.
It's the biggest parade in the state. I know it's Ben. Yeah. Oh, it is.
That's
you.
me.
It's the biggest parade in the state. The state band deserves to march in it. But also, it is the city's festival. It is of the city, for the city, by the city, through the city. So in 2011, God shined his light on the hills of Oak and Cedar and
Brought us Ronald Ellis.
and brought us Ronald Ellis, and the spirit of San Antonio was created, much less alongside the football team and all the other stuff that comes with that. But we have a marching band.
the spirit of San Antonio.
The Spirit of San Antonio is the name of this marching band. And since 2011, the Spirit of San Antonio has been in the Flambeau Parade, but has not headlined it.
We're like 2/3 of the way back.
We're just kind of in the parade. We're just a member of the
near
parade.
the back too.
And usually near the back, we are not the stars of this parade. However, when you're the city's marching band, what should you do, Jose?
You should be the main headliner.
Exactly. Thank
Yes.
you.
Add that to the list.
Add it to the list. Add it to the list.
I was
If
gonna
this-
I was gonna ask a quick sidebar. Would you rather be in the front or the back of the parade? I don't
Front of the
understand.
parade.
Front. Everyone leaves by the time the end comes.
Yeah,
Alright.
just so we
'Cause-
can get out of there as soon as possible.
Because
Also true.
at Christmas parades, I thought Santa was in the back, so I thought that was the most
No, that's the
important.
Thanksgiving parade. There's like a million Santas and Christmas parades.
All right, good. All right, continue.
The Thanksgiving parades when Santa comes in to like usher in Christmas at like 9 o'clock on Thanksgiving.
Anger.
So yeah, so the news broke today that for the first time in the parade's like 76-year history, the Spirit of San Antonio will be headlining the event, and that's fantastic, and it's awesome, and it's magnificent, and it's great. Do you know the reason why?
Because UT's not going, I guess.
Yeah, so UT has their spring game on April 25th, which is our parade.
Why would you have the band at the spring game?
Well, they're having like a pep band at the game or whatever.
Okay.
Right? So the band's gonna be at the spring game and not at the parade. So they said we're happy to let the San Antonio musicians let them shine this one time, and we'll be happy to pick it up again next year. You believe that?
Hey, you want to know everyone's reasoning for keeping the Longhorn band?
Tradition,
Tradition.
because tradition is better than that.
So
Not because we weren't a band 10 years ago.
Yeah, no.
Or
If the reason
11 years
if the
ago.
reason the Longhorn band was it before this was San Antonio didn't have a marching band, totally fine. I totally get it. That's fine. But when I was a little kid, like it was exciting to see the Longhorn Marching Band come by. Like I'm not gonna lie, it was cool. You know, like you heard the Eyes Texas coming down the street as you were there. Like it was a cool thing to happen. But ever since 2011, even before I was a UTSA fan, I agreed that UTSA should be headlining this parade. The spirit of San Antonio, made of people from this community, playing the songs of this community, should be the one headlining this parade. That just makes sense.
It does. It does make a lot of sense.
Like it's just reasonable. If this was Austin's parade, there is no band in the country that deserves to march in that parade, to headline that parade more than the Longhorn Band. When it is the San Antonio Fiesta Flambeau Parade, the spirit of San Antonio gets to headline it. Tulane headlines the Mardi Gras parade. You know, like that's just how this works. USC headlines the Parade of Roses. Like that's how this works.
If anything, it should be like us in the front and then like UIW's band behind us.
But if there was a band that had more claim to it than us, like UIW's had a band longer than we have.
UIW,
and I hate UIW as much as the next guy.
Drill that in.
Those people, we'll get to how much we hate UIW, but guess what? Those people are from San Antonio. That city claims that school claims this city as their home.
If for some reason they don't let Sosa do it, I'd rather UIW.
They are proud to be from this city. They are proud to be a part of the fabric of this community. UIW makes up
and they're closer
a chunk
to
of this
downtown
city.
than we are.
They're
inside.
They are in San Antonio. They're in the heart of it. I mean, so are we with the downtown campus.
I mean,
but like UIW is like in the thick of it. You know, they're right there. They're right there by Brackenridge Park and the zoo. Like UIW. Hell yeah, you march in the parade, not the Longhorn Marching Band. They should be in the parade, but they should not be first. UIW should do the day parade like A&M does, because A&M headlines the day parade, which is nonsense. UIW should headline the day parade. UTSA should headline the night parade. That's just how it should be. You have two D1 schools in your city, but you refuse to give them the legitimacy they deserve.
That's such a San Antonio thing to make the excuse like
it's tradition. Like that's nonsense. You have people who live and die by these teams. They live in your city. They go to school in your city. They work. They shop. They sleep. They breathe. They breed in this city.
If anything, the Fiesta is like a celebration of the city itself. And how are you celebrating the city itself by having the UT Austin band?
I get it. Like I probably it's probably like a good like 30% of LHB is from San Antonio. You know how much of Sosa's part is from San Antonio? A lot. If you're not from San Antonio, you're from the Valley of Houston,
or you're military,
or you're a military kid like
San
the 15 which is San Antonio. I hate it. That counts as Valley.
No, yeah.
that counts as Valley. It doesn't, but it does. It geographically does.
Yes, Maria, you're going to hear about it till the day you die.
This is nonsense. This is nonsense, and it's inexcusable from the Fiesta Committee to keep this on, to keep having this go on.
So, what brought about this anger? It seems like there's a very much little brother complex going on right now.
It's not even a little. Yeah, no, that's exactly what it is. It's a little brother complex, and it's the city of San Antonio refusing to admit they have a D1 school here.
That's not UIW.
That's not UIW. No, screw it. They have two D1 schools here.
Yeah.
You have two D1 universities, and still you bend over backwards to get UT here. You bend over backwards to have the Aggies here. You do whatever you can to support them, but you don't care about us. It doesn't make sense. It's nonsense.
Yeah, man,
Yes.
Rod Nuremberg.
It's not even Nuremberg. It's the Fiesta Committee being okay with UTSA getting
the
cucked.
Alamo on our uniforms.
The Alamo is on our uniforms. There's a spur on the side of our jackets. You know what I mean?
There isn't there?
We are the spirit of San Antonio. This city is everything to this marching band. The people in this band love this community and they love being a part of it. And
during the parade, like the people love us. Like I don't think people really notice how much like the kids and the parents like run up to us and like throw candy.
Because and for better or for worse, like UTSA is attainable. It's something that these people can be like, oh, my cousin went there, my sister went there, my dad went there. Like it's right there.
My deal.
Yeah, no, like this city.
I mean, we are like one of the leading Hispanic.
We are the leading Hispanic,
which is even more Fiesta
in America. The leading Hispanic business university.
Yeah, they like advertise that when you're on the phone one stop and you're on hold for like 30 minutes. So like, yeah, we're the leading Hispanic institute.
30 minutes, you get lucky if you get
30
you
minutes.
minutes.
You only get lucky for 30 minutes. But like, it's stuff like that like, why don't you recognize us? We have a 330 piece marching band. We have the prettiest uniforms in Texas. We have a football team that is on the up. God dang it. Like, recognize us. We are something. We are real. We love you. We want to be part of you. Marching in the Flambeau Parade as the drum major in the Spirit of San Antonio is one of the top 10 moments of my entire life. You know what I mean? Like, that is a moment that will stick with me to the day I die. From how influential that part of my life was. The Longhorn Marching Band does not care about the Flambeau Parade the way we do.
Yeah, probably like dread it.
They probably dread it.
I'm
You're
excited to like just be waiting like at the Pearl for like the X amount of hours.
Yeah, going to the carnival part, eating the food, seeing the people. They're like, "Oh, you're in so-so." Like, it's.
If we had a spring game the same day, which we wouldn't, that'd be
which we wouldn't. I would skip it.
Well,
The spring game.
The spring game is a Fiesta event now.
The spring game.
Wait, really?
The spring game.
Is that new this year?
No,
it was last year.
It's been like 3 years. The spring game for
That's so
UTSA
funny.
football is a Fiesta event.
There's a medal.
There's a medal for the
Why did I get
UTSA
one last
spring
year?
game.
What?
Like, what are we talking about? Austin, Texas, the Texas Longhorns do not care about San Antonio. They don't need us.
We wear
That's
Fiesta
accurate.
medals on our uniforms.
We wear Fiesta medals on our
I don't think
uniforms.
they're allowed to.
No, we absolutely. Oh,
No, I don't think they're allowed
UT
to.
cannot. We're encouraged to. We are this city.
Our directors give us
Our
medals,
directors give us medals to put on our uniforms.
like old 5-year retired medals.
It just doesn't make sense. I am so tired of this nonsense.
I can't wait to cut this part of the show out and then at the city of San Antonio.
No, at the Longhorn Band. At the Longhorn Band. I'm tired of being in your shadow. I'm tired of being in your shadow.
Yes.
We deserve all the credit we've earned. We marched in Normandy. Obama called us. He didn't call you, show band of the South. You stopped being cool in the 60s.
I mean, they probably have marched in the Normandy parade.
No, they haven't.
No, they haven't.
they haven't?
We're the only band who has.
I was fun fact. Off topic, I was at that parade. I was there. I didn't see them, but like I was at Normandy when the parade
So
was
you
on.
actually
I thought we were
Yeah,
talking about
I did not
D-Day,
know
to be
the
honest.
SOSO existed, but
Yeah.
the Spirit of San Antonio marched in the Normandy 75-year anniversary.
I was there.
That's a real.
I was
life thing.
camping out with Boy Scouts there.
Yeah, so
Austin
I
was a Boy Scout.
when Taco said that, I was like, dang, so Austin stormed the beaches of Normandy. And I was like, okay, cool. That's what I thought.
Like,
didn't
I
know
would
there was
soon
a
rather-
parade.
I would, and I think everyone at this table would agree with me, and like every SOSA member would agree with me. I would rather UIW headline than Texas. UIW
Not
has a
everyone
claim.
at SOSO would agree with you, but
Maybe not Josh, but even
Everyone
then,
can name,
if you
one
ask
person,
Josh
so.
who he'd prefer, he'd say UIW.
yeah, I know Josh, but Joed wouldn't.
Oh yeah, because Joed loves Texas.
Yeah,
Whatever, we're not getting into that. Like, there is no reason the University of Texas still headlines this parade. There hasn't been a reason since we got uniforms in 2011.
No,
It
that,
just
I'd
doesn't make
say
sense.
like our first 5 years, sure, because we're still developing as a band.
No, but not even, because high school marching bands march in this parade. If you're in the Spirit of San Antonio, chances, unless you're you,
Mhm.
chances are you marched in a parade in high school.
Yeah.
Chances are you marched in this parade
Mhm.
in high school.
Yeah.
The Longhorn Band did not do that.
But we're 10 years old now. We've established ourselves.
Yeah.
like,
Well, this is
especially
10.0.
now.
So like, we have all the claims in the world. To do
oh,
this.
that I got chills
And they're
just
gonna-
hearing that.
And they're
Holy
gonna, yeah, I
crap.
know, a decade of this,
That's
a
gonna be
decade
hot.
of this. It's been here for 10
And we're
years.
celebrating by going to Death Valley. That's beautiful.
No, we don't get into that. It's frustrating. It's nonsense, and I'm so tired of being put down, not only by Texas but by our own people. Like, if you're San Antonio, you should realize that like UT does not care about you.
I really want
They
to.
don't need you.
I-
We need you.
I really want to have a conversation with Coach Trailer about this. Ooh,
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
I want to hear.
I want to know like who's on that Fiesta committee. Like, is it just like a bunch of like older folks, or is there like some? Like,
No, it's probably a bunch of UT and A&M grads.
no. That they need to get over that.
Like, this is like it's mind numbing.
Tradition can change, y'all. And we're here. We're relevant.
The
We're-
tradition should be the
People
band with
know
San
us.
Antonio in its name should headline the parade.
Like, we took all 300 of us to A&M. We're gonna take probably all 300, damn near probably even 400 next
Mhm.
year to LSU. Like,
Yeah, I don't
no,
think
we're
we're
taking
doing that. I don't think we're doing that. That's a lot of money.
I know that is not. Just
Would you like the San Antonio Fiesta Commission's phone number to give them a ring?
I right now.
I mean, we can,
Can you call them on the air?
I mean, that could be arranged. Yeah.
If we could do that, like, I think it'd be pretty good for content.
Okay, well, let's set that up.
right.
Well, while you guys do that, talk about something while I do other things.
So we talked about earlier how much we hate UIW, but would still prefer UIW. I'd rather die a Cardinal than live as a Longhorn. I said it. There, I said it. That is a cool shirt. How about them Lakers, huh?
He really is. You hush your whore mouth, Jose Rodriguez.
My phone won't plug into it.
This thing?
It's a dongle. Cool.
Yeah, I know. I'm looking for the aux cord right
Oh,
now.
okay, I get you. So we talked about how we played UIW in baseball this weekend, and Connor got spit at. A baseball player spit at us,
And we
this
got
weekend.
called homosexual slurs.
We got called several homosexual slurs. It was-
Homophobic.
Homophobic.
Thing for you guys. Don't let that play over the air, please.
Okay, we'll not. But yeah, it was a good weekend. We beat Notre Dame in baseball, which was cool. Big win.
Yeah.
Props to us.
We
shout
won
out
the
to
tournament.
shout out to softball also beating two Power 5 schools in their
Yeah.
tournament. That was
Cool.
dope.
But yeah, so what's the number?
Number is 210
Wait.
227 5191. According to this is the San Antonio Fiesta Commission Inc. It is on the SA Chamber of Commerce website. Also, they're located conveniently close to Southtown. So if you want to take a swing by and see that.
Broadway, San Antonio.
Oh, Jeff knows someone on the committee too.
If you know your party,
He's actually the king, apparently.
You know Ray Feo?
Well, no, he knows.
The new guy is Noah Peterson.
Yeah, the new Ray Feo.
Yeah.
But
The new-
that's kind of
I thought that was someone's name.
No, so
Funny.
Ray Feo means ugly king. I'm not gonna call him right now. It's like a pressing button thing.
That's disappointing.
Yeah. But I will call them later when it's like, because like this is just like red tape I have to get through. I don't want to do that in the air. But yeah, I'm upset. I'm incredibly disgruntled. If you're a UTSA fan, if you're a native San Antonian, if you're a person who cares about marching band or the parade at all,
Hell,
you
I've
should
been here
also-
for 2
you
years.
should
and
also
I'm
be
angry.
upset about this.
Yeah.
Pull up the number so they can call.
Yeah. So the number, like Jose said, thank you, Jeff. It's a good point. If you have a problem with this, like we do, call 210-227-5191. We are headlining this year. Let that be stated. Like we are headlining.
So
this
what
year.
we need to do is
Just
have
show out
this year.
this year.
We need
and
to
then-
show up.
we
this
need
year.
people in numbers. Everyone in UTSA gear, like cheering for us, rooting for us, telling the Fiesta Commission that we want the spirit of San Antonio to headline this parade.
So-
And you know what? On top of that, we want the UIW Marching Cardinals headline of the day parade. I'm gonna talk to their band and see if they want that because I can get that happen too. We can go with this together with solidarity.
Heck, it would even be great
Countdown City
if
solidarity.
we were like marching together, like how we did our
That'd be
first
cool.
show.
Yeah.
That'd be kind of cool.
Honestly, like anything's better than having people who do not claim this city
I don't know, I
as
feel
their
like
home.
Jason Minter may have a problem with that.
Jason Minter would definitely have a problem with that. Okay,
Transition.
so let's transition.
You see what I
Enough-
did there, folks? I'm
Enough
damn
being
good at what I
angry
do.
about this. Enough being angry about this. Now it's time to get to work and just kind of get it settled and just do it.
So, would you guys like to hear the story of the?
We're gonna talk about the engagement we had yesterday, and then
Oh.
we'll get to that on the other side.
Please
All right, so go ahead, Jamar.
Yes,
You wanna-
slurs.
Oh yeah, Jamar like busted it out. You know, I'm never one to just go at people on Twitter. I'm normally fairly quiet. Like I'll talk my shit behind the scenes.
I don't believe it.
Nah, most of the time, like 80% of the time. But yesterday I had an interaction. He didn't even respond, which is kind of super lame. I don't know if I body bagged him or he just like grew up because he was probably like
He started
40.
deleting his tweets.
Yeah, he was
Yeah,
like-
what a baby.
He was a cool like 40 something years old. He was a grown ass man. We're college students, but whatever. That's besides the
Complaining
point.
that we were yelling at him when he looked us up and
Yeah. We were like, I wasn't at the game, but they were having a good time as they do. His son was the player that spit at Connor. His son's name is Drew Minter. He is a transfer out of U of H, playing at UIW, which, if you know, that's kind of like a step down because AAC to Southland Conference.
That's a big difference there.
I mean, you playing TAMU CC in the Southland, and they're not that great at baseball.
Meanwhile,
So-
you're playing like UCF, SMU, and
yeah,
fucking
like
baseball.
yeah. So yeah, he decided to. They were, as people bitch about the bad birds, we can't listen on the radio because blah 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 whatever. Anyways, that happened. So he was like just like going off and calling everybody like blowhards, and he was calling them groupies and has-beens and whatnot.
It's like we're not has-beens.
What
We're
old
not
responses?
has-beens. We're never was.
exactly.
None of us have ever played organized baseball
Yeah,
before.
what terrible comebacks.
No, yeah, exactly. So
I
I
haven't
was
played
like,
anything higher than the Little League.
Yeah, no,
No,
I
yeah.
played the last time I played organized like true baseball was like pre-K.
yeah, I was like 9.
I think I was like 4th grade, maybe 5th grade.
Like, I'm sorry you spent like $3,000 a summer so your son could travel all over the place just to end up at UIW.
At UIW.
But
Barely
anyways,
D1.
no, yeah.
Still
Anyway,
D1, but barely.
yeah. So anyways, he was saying that, and I was kind of getting annoyed. So I was like,
He's
you
right.
know what? I'm gonna crickety crack my fingers and say something. So that's what Jamar did. Twitter fingers, trigger fingers turned to Twitter fingers, and I basically my first response to him was based. Let me read it because that was a tweet that kind of like did like a little bit of numbers.
We need the receipts.
Yeah,
we
guys,
need,
I wanna
we need
say
the
it.
receipts, please.
Bow, 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 bow.
By the way, if you guys see on the show right now, on the bottom of the screen, you'll see the number of the Fiesta Commission. Please call
Heck
and
yeah.
voice your concerns.
Voice your concerns. We are going to take to the streets. We're gonna canvass. We're gonna knock on doors. We're gonna get this done, folks.
Because these are the issues that matter in 2020. These are pride.
We summoned it again. We brought it back.
Jamar was on the show.
Yeah, no, it's just that's a me, Austin, and Josh joke.
So I mean, yeah.
We might just have to.
Hey, why don't you guys just handcuff yourself to the door and
Until
say,
they-
I'm not leaving until we get the
we
headline
have to come in- we have to
forever.
come in our Sosa uniforms. Like,
Just sweaty. Ugh. Anyways,
Content forever.
thank you,
I
Sergio.
go up to TBS and really go, Jocelyn. So we have this idea.
It's like, so we need we're having a protest. We're staging a
It's a
protest.
sit-in.
It's a sit-in. It's a sit-in.
so
Great.
Jason Minter, who is the father of said spitting player, so we won the event. What was it called again? The Alamo Irish whatever.
Classic.
Yeah, we
Irish
won that.
Classic.
Yeah, we won the Irish Classic.
Not a
What-
big deal.
No, it's not by any means, but we still won.
It's a trophy. We got a trophy.
Yeah, you have,
it was
come
3-1.
on, Jamar, you have to make it seem like a big deal. Come on.
Yeah, the
We
Irish
won
Classic.
the Irish Classic.
Like we
At
beat
the
Notre
Wolf
Dame.
Stadium. We beat Notre Dame.
I did warn you guys about UIW baseball, though. They're not bad.
They really aren't. They were a very good team. We also played a bad game.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
like
so-
a 10-hour turnaround.
Attaboy Timmy, the CEO of the zoo. I enjoy the UT band, but it's our parade. Bring on Sosa. Hell yeah, brother.
Join
Oh.
the fight.
Okay,
Join the
let's
movement.
stop cutting off Jamar.
Where's the hat? Hold on. Where's the?
Thank you.
Are we going to make a hashtag for this?
Okay, I'm gonna move my mic so Jamar can just go.
Thank you. Yeah, so the only game we lost was CUIW, so he felt the need to post the score, and then the Bad Birds in return posted the picture of the team holding the trophy that they
As
won.
we do.
As we do, because that was a solid comeback. And then he posted the score again and said, all right, this is the one that matters to the Bad Birds, right? Put the score for the Toledo game as well. It was also has no relevance to this conversation. So basically, he was like saying we only cared about the UIW game, which wasn't true. It's just we won the whole damn thing, and he came at us about being annoying, because he couldn't have fun or he couldn't enjoy himself because they were too loud. Which I mean, it's not golf, it's baseball. It's not tennis, it's baseball. Like
Yes.
it's the greatest American pastime, quote unquote. Like have fun, let people have fun. Like college kids have fun and support their team.
He's the old white that makes baseball very sad and boring.
Yeah,
exactly,
He's
yes.
the one that
He's the reason the sport's dying.
Yeah, he's the person that hates bat flips.
No, yeah, yes. That's
He thinks-
classless.
He thinks it's a disgrace to the
Drop your
game.
bat like a civilized person and take your base and walk, please.
Exactly. So
You gotta be in step.
Yeah.
so I stretched my
Quads.
my quads. Thank you.
You're what?
I don't know.
You're what?
I don't know. I was Kenese major for like a semester and failed 2 classes. So
Not a big deal.
I responded with, "Sir, you approached the Bad Birds first. They didn't say anything to you until you continuously berated them and called them groupies and blowhards." Use my comm major right there said berated. You're a grown man attacking college students for supporting their school. I'm glad you have this much free time on a Monday, because it was the middle of the day on a Monday.
It was straight up in the middle.
Like,
of the
shouldn't
day.
you have a
Don't you have
job?
Yeah.
And then I was like, well, that's not enough. So I re-quoted it again, and I said, also, I'm sorry you can't stay loyal to one fan base because your
You
son wasn't good
re-quoted
enough to make it at UH. Glad he's crushing it at UIW.
Damn, that's tough. When you go after the son, he's like, damn.
And I
there's no
did my
response.
research too, because
Did he?
I
He
typed
really
his
did.
name in, and I went to the U of H website, their baseball, and then I went to UIW and said, oh, transfer from U of H. I was like, oh yeah, too easy.
I'm glad this is a very heckle friendly edition of A Cup of Joe, because there's the
Yeah.
story in the other half is hilarious too about this.
So
Yes.
speaking of which, we'll probably hit the break right now.
Yeah, probably the right time.
This is a great song, and it's kind of the theme song to the Spirit of San Antonio, and I love it very much. It's very near and dear to my heart. Horns down till I'm dead and cold. but like if I get too angry, my girlfriend will get mad at me. So
Joe has a girlfriend.
yeah.
Not a big
So props to me. So Jose, let's hear your story.
All right. So if you will take a look gander at your Twitter notifications, you'll see that I added. I don't know the proper term. A cup of Joe in a picture. That picture includes Michael Jordan and an old man, an old white behind him, and his name is Robin Felder. Ficker. Sorry, Ficker.
Robin Ficker.
Robin Ficker, and he is a lawyer out of Washington D.C. And apparently, he is the best heckler of all time. So, for example, that picture that you see, Jordan right there is fuming, and he can hear every single word that man said. And look at what he has in his hands. He has a little like blowhorn.
Like a little
thing.
no, it's like a funnel
Yes.
that just like makes his voice louder.
So now I want you to imagine what that man has to say to Michael Jordan to rattle him. And he didn't cuss either, so that reminded me of y'all as well. I also said y'all, so that's weird. But
one of us.
so Robin, or the Feck Man, as I like to call him,
The Feck Man.
was so good at heckling that Charles Barkley flew him out for the NBA Finals when they played the Chicago Bulls and gave him a seat behind the Bulls bench.
Who did?
Barkley.
Barkley gave him a seat behind the Bulls
Damn
bench.
round mound.
He lasted 1 quarter behind that bench before they had him removed.
Nice. Wait, why'd they have him removed? He had a ticket.
He brought playing cards and was like trying to deal Jordan into like games of like poker behind the bench, just trying to get it his. And that honestly, that won. That was it. That's
so
what
good.
was. That he won.
Oh, I'm
So
bringing dice to the next game. I'm shooting dice.
Yes, he had
in a baseball game.
So he is now the father of modern.
Oh,
Heckling.
that's really good.
The Feck Man is #1 in my book, always and forever.
Feck Man. He's a bad bird. He's one of us. He's probably dead, right?
No,
No,
very
what-
much
what?
still alive.
Really?
He actually now he doesn't go to Washington's games anymore. The
I wouldn't
former
either.
Bullets because they moved apparently.
So who's he a
so
fan of
now he goes to Maryland wrestling games
I love
matches,
I love it.
and he just goes and heckles for Maryland.
Maryland, but only
Retired-
Maryland
like
wrestling.
Terrapins or just Maryland?
The Terrapins, I think.
The Terrapins,
Okay.
yes.
Yeah, well, how
University
dare
of
he
Maryland.
yell and be loud at a sporting event? You know, wrestling is a classy game, and you have to sit there and be quiet.
It's great, Austin. You know that's not true, but whatever. Wrestling, very much tough.
Yeah, like I've actually never watched wrestling.
Let me tell you.
Did you ever watch Foxcatcher, Jose? It seems like a kind of movie.
Yeah, I've seen.
Was it good?
It was all right.
Steve Carell looks weird in it, and it freaks me out.
It's fine. I saw the documentary before the movie.
Was the
so-
documentary better?
Yeah, I mean probably.
Yeah, okay. I'll
But
probably watch that.
Feckler or Fecker or whatever his name is still out there. He heckles at University of Maryland wrestling events, and apparently,
Fecker the heckler.
yeah, exactly.
Love it.
And then apparently, children were scared to walk up to him during games because of how like much yelling he
How
did.
ruthless he was.
And it made me realize that instead of a loud, noisy arena, I want arenas to be silent, and I want there to be one voice coming from the stands and that the players can for sure hear. I don't want to play, like, I don't care about Cameron Indoor, about how loud that gets. I want silence in one voice. So that's what UTSA needs to do now.
I would like to do a silent night game. Like those are super dope. Like
I
you
would
just
too.
shut up until they score like the 10th point,
I would
Mhm.
go.
and then you just like
I hate to
Go.
do it.
They storm the
bash
court,
it
don't
crazy.
they?
Well, like that's like at
Yeah.
a D3 school. We would
No, I know, but
forfeit-
so they
we
storm
would
the
forfeit
court.
a game
Yeah.
if we did that. So
You know,
let's not do
it'd
that.
be really cool if UTSA could find a reason to storm the court.
The comeback was close.
The
Okay, but you didn't. See, this is the issue. That should have been a court storm right
Yeah.
there.
yeah, I think we'd have to have like or
UTSA would get mad at us and tell students not to go to any more games.
Well, they would in fact get fined, but at the end of the day, who cares? That would be
UTSA would probably cancel the basketball program.
that would be like a top 3 sports moment all time in UTSA history,
Getting fined for storming the court.
or just beating someone and deserving the court storm.
Yeah.
Like if Oklahoma, like
Mhm.
if you beat Oklahoma, storm the court, then that'd have been sick.
That would have been cool.
I think we were like planning on it. Sosa would have been able to do it because we were in the top
I would've
row.
hopped
They,
off.
like, yeah, just jumped off. Oh, that's not that far of a jump.
It's only like a 10-foot jump.
Yeah, we could have just like popped down. Yeah,
it was-
yeah,
it
we could
would
have
have
done
been fine. It would have been fine.
Yeah.
He's like,
No. I'm just so exhausted from being angry.
Yeah.
Let's talk about. I want to talk about some NBA. Let's talk mostly with Jose. God damn it. How you feeling about Bradley Beal just dropping having his best career games and losses?
Back to back 50-point games.
Can you shut up?
First time someone's done that since Kobe, I believe. When he went for 40 points for a month, but he went for 50 points in 4 straight games or something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
So yeah, Bradley Beal, very good. Not an all-star, but I hope he enjoyed garbage time stats and compiling.
I feel like that team's terrible. Why does anybody think Scott Brooks is a good coach? He had 2 of the best players in the league, 3 of the best players in the league at one time, and then he just got fired. And
John Wall was giving Jose Buckets hell in 2K. Let me tell you right now, when John Wall comes back, maybe he'll be good. Joe, it looks like you're going through it right now.
did you read my article, Preston?
Yeah.
Did you like your shout out?
Yeah,
Because I told you John Wall is not that great.
Okay, and that's fine, but did you enjoy the shout out?
Yeah,
That's
it's good. It's good. Yes, give me my respect.
perfect.
give me my
Yeah.
respect.
No, but yes, so yeah, I did in fact. Y'all go read my article, part 3. But yeah, I gave Preston a shout out, and I'm almost done wrapping this shit up, and I can't wait because I'm sick of it.
You're sick of writing it already?
It's so much. I don't know why I ever just try to venture into it right now. It's a lot.
I took a trip with Preston Ekdahl to Houston this weekend.
How'd that go?
It was just us two. We went up to
What
Houston.
a weird thing to do.
I know, right? It was weird. Pierce bailed on us, of course. I
Did
call
Pierce have something better to do?
Pierce. No.
Pierce had a date. Pierce had a
Pierce,
date.
in fact, had nothing better to do because there was no car for him to take because we took Preston's car, so he was just stuck at home. So I just like to make that clear
He was
now.
ordering Postmates all weekend.
Pierce would rather go and stay at home by himself than go to Houston with me and Preston. So there's one thing. We went to a horse track. It was weird. I'm not gonna lie. It was weird just going to Houston for a horse track, but it was interesting. It wasn't really for a horse track, but we went for a horse track.
What y'all do?
Gambled.
No, Blackjack was there.
We
Oh.
we went to the horse track. Preston tried to talk to Blackjack. Blackjack's a dickhead, and that's what we learned.
Correct.
And
I thought we
then
knew this already.
and then we went to the horse track, and we saw a normal amount of white people at this track.
A
And
normal or abnormal?
abnormal because there's a lot of them. Yeah, horse racing, and we went to Buc-ee's. It was interesting
Crappy Korean barbecue.
and crappy Korean barbecue.
You're in Houston, Texas, and you got Korean barbecue
Yeah.
as opposed to regular barbecue.
Well, it was either that or Venezuelan food that was 30 minutes away. So,
Those are the only 2 restaurants that were around.
well, we were, yes,
I just
exactly.
don't believe it.
Literally,
you were in Houston, Texas,
the-
and couldn't find a halfway decent barbecue
at
place.
the place we were at, we were just surrounded by noodle houses for some reason. It was weird. I don't know why, but apparently the horse track is
You're probably in
Little Asia.
Chinatown. Yeah, you're probably.
Yeah. Whatever it was interesting. Jamar, how do you feel about our baby boy Jason Tatum, aka God's Will, dominating?
He needs a new barber.
Gross. His haircut's
Yeah, his
gross.
haircut's disgusting.
I'll fight you guys. That's my child.
No, he's mine as well. You have no idea how happy I was when the Celtics drafted him because you know me, I'm a Duke fan through and through. I saw Jason Tatum dunk on that fat bastard Kennedy Meeks at Cameron Indoor,
Fat bastard.
which is my favorite clip of all time. I don't think Kennedy Meeks is playing right now. I think he's just a cool 350 just sitting on the couch or whatever, but that's besides the point. Oh, also UNC is a dumpster fire, which makes me even happier.
We haven't talked about Duke at all this year, and I kind of want to get your take on the season so far. But go ahead.
Oh yeah,
Later.
we'll talk about that in a few. He's great. He's finally having his coming out party, what he was supposed to have last year. He's having it in full this year, because last year was kind of everybody was like, "Whoa, is he a bust?" Relax. But now he tied his career high. Jaylen Brown, for all the great defender that he is, got his ass busted. It should have been Marcus Smart on Braun, but
Tough to guard LeBron there. That last fadeaway shot is literally unguardable.
I would have fouled his ass because
Pull his pants down.
he's bricking
Something.
free throws. He's gonna make that fadeaway every single time.
Yeah, that's literally unguardable. That's a 300+ pound man just putting all of his weight into you and then suddenly just shifting it all away and you're just stuck there in cement.
No, yeah, it was kind of just foul him. He's struggles at the line. Y'all are up by 1 were they up by 1 at the time, or were they up by?
I think it was a tie game.
Yeah, it might have been a tie game.
I think they won by 2.
Yeah. That's right. Yeah, like at least force him. Like he'll brick one. He's gonna split. He's not gonna make them both. Like make him split it. Make him actually work for it. But it was kind of annoying.
Shout out to the refs for an offensive foul in the game. That's what we want to see in the NBA right
Yeah,
there.
good old NBA referees just being NBA referees.
By the way, Vincent Vasquez, aka Vinny Vasquez, asking when is a Cup of Joe merch dropping.
We can do that. We can make that happen.
Wow, the enthusiasm is on 100.
It's been a long day, boys. We absolutely can do that. If people actually want to see that, maybe if we get some more people asking for Cup of Joe merch, we can totally do that.
Let's get into Duke basketball.
Yeah, let's get into Duke basketball. I want to talk about Duke basketball because we haven't talked about it at all. And last year it was like a hallmark of the show.
And they were actually good last year.
Yeah, they're not bad this year, but they're pissing me off this year. What's new?
Who is on the Duke team since they always flip teams basically after every year?
Cassius Stan. So their star recruit was Vernon Carey, who's showing that he's really good. He's not like top 10 good, but he could be like a low lottery / like mid first rounder. Matthew Hurt, who's kind of just been super disappointing. He's like a 6'9", 210-pound white guy who just shoots the ball, and that's really all he does. They got Cassius Stanley, who's been doing East Bay since he was like in the 7th grade. He's been on ball his life since his freshman year, and I've like been watching his game since his freshman year. Yeah, he was like super. He went to Sierra Canyon with Scottie Pippen Jr. and Kenyon Martin's son, so that's cool. That's where LeBron's son, Bronny James, is at right now.
And he will also be going to Duke.
Yeah,
So?
if they haven't changed the one and done rule,
You think he'll go to Duke?
Yeah.
There's no way he goes to Kentucky. I don't think Bron would let him go to Kentucky.
Yeah.
But I thought Duke was an
NK.
Ohio State fan.
Hmm?
I thought LeBron was an Ohio State guy.
Ohio State's not a good basketball school.
Yeah, but I thought LeBron was an Ohio State guy.
Yeah, what about Ohio forever?
Yeah, what about Ohio forever?
Bron, you don't give a damn about that. You see him? He's acting a complete ass on Instagram, which is hilarious. Ooh, that's where I want to go right now.
Walk-ons?
Yes.
I want some crawfish.
Let's go to walk-ons.
We could definitely get fish.
They
I'd be happy, but I can't.
They have their upperclassmen have been like seriously disappointing. Wendell Moore is another like one of their higher recruits. He's been disappointing. He broke his hand though, but he's healthy again. He's kind of coming into his own. Like he's a disappointment like Cam Reddish, except for Cam Reddish had that pro prospect in him.
Mm-hmm.
Like with Cam Reddish, you kind of saw like the Paul George like possibility because of his length and like two-way ability.
I think Cam Reddish conned us all into thinking he's good, and I think he's just like a really cool guy that everyone likes, and everyone's like, yeah, he's good at basketball.
Oh, yeah, he's a dope guy, and I mean,
He's probably just like good enough at basketball to get by.
no, his
Yeah.
thing was he just got caught up in the whole Zion RJ thing because they got the number 1, 2, and 3 player in the country. Cam was number 3,
That was ridiculous.
and Zion.
And they
and
didn't
R-
win a national title.
no, yeah, no.
That was,
Don't-
by the
don't
way,
mind.
that's Coach K's worst coaching job ever. But
Probably.
let's move on.
It's also, yeah,
They almost lost to my king Taco Fall. So
they almost did. Who did they lost? Bastard Tom Izzo and stupid
Yes.
Cassius Winston.
Yes.
I hate Michigan State.
By the
so
way,
much.
do you
Michigan
guys
State, but how do you hate Michigan
do
State?
you guys have early predictions for who's going to win the national championship? Besides UTSA, obviously.
I'm gonna go Homer and go Baylor.
in terms of
I
basketball,
don't hate Baylor.
Yes.
They beat Kentucky last night, right?
They lost to Kansas,
Kansas,
2 nights ago.
Right.
Jeff was there.
Jeff was there. Yeah, we talked
Yeah.
about that.
Four rows up in the Pub Sports Radio shirt.
Nice.
Yeah,
Love
yeah.
that.
No, yeah.
Very
Yeah, I'm
good.
probably gonna pick Baylor.
I don't know why people are so high on Kansas. I don't think they're a good team. There's so many flaws.
I can't wait for them to win a national championship.
I will literally be standing on a ledge. I won't jump, but I will be on a ledge. Devin Dotson, I don't think he's shit. He's a 5'11" point guard. He's listed at 6'2". He's not 6'2". He's small as shit. Udoka Azubuike can't make a free. Seeing him break that free throw was the highlight of my day. I can't even name anybody other players on their team. That's how little I know about Kansas. And Miles Garrett. That's his name. Not Miles Garrett.
I was about to say the dickhead that
Marcus Garrett.
Marcus Garrett. Yeah.
I was like, you mean the Cleveland Brown?
Marcus Garrett out of Dallas Skyline. I don't even think
Oh,
that's
here we
accurate.
go. Preston, let's go.
I don't think that's
Defend
accurate by any means.
defend your Duke squad against Kansas right now, Jamar.
Duke's just Kansas is, and I will not deny this by any means, they are the more experienced team. But lock up Devon Dotson, which Trey Jones will do, and they can't do anything. Udoka's like 6'11", 280, but foul his ass every time, and he'll make 30% of his free throws. And Vernon's a cool 270, so it's not like he's gonna be backing down from Udoka the entire time.
Team's on the bench. Go for it.
Yeah.
The guy's gonna dominate.
I'm gonna go ahead and pick Dayton to win the national championship. I'm a big Dayton guy. Obi Toppin is my king.
So fun fact about Toppin, I thought he was like some dark skinned dude. I didn't know he was like light skinned as fuck.
I didn't know.
Sorry,
yes,
Mom.
yes.
I was unaware
agree.
of that.
Yes.
I was like, that's him?
Yes, I watched Dayton for the first time like a couple months ago. I guess like it was after they went on that tear in Maui, I believe. I watched him and I was like, "Who's Obi?" And I was like expecting him to be a point guard. I didn't expect him to be some huge forward just dunking on everyone.
Yeah, I didn't know who he was. He's like a tweener, right? Like,
Yeah. He's gonna be an NBA 4.
yeah, that's what I figured. He'll be like a Blake Griffin type, right? Something like that. That's my
Yeah.
understanding.
Austin, do you have a
Blake
college
Griffin,
basketball
big
team?
horns down guy.
Huh?
Yes. Do you have a college basketball team besides UTSA you think's gonna win a national championship?
No.
Fair enough.
Pittsburgh State University is a D3
I was
university.
gonna say that. Yeah.
Like, I wouldn't be surprised if Duke doesn't win it, just because I don't see.
It's
them
literally a
winning
1 in
this year.
64 chance. Oh, okay.
You think Kansas would advance further
I
than
was about
Duke?
to say here's Jamar. Let's go. Friendly wager. Gentleman's bet.
What are we talking?
$1 bet, right?
It's no money, but yeah, sure.
Okay.
A gentleman's bet is $1.
We can do that. That's fine. I think Duke will make it farther than Kansas, if not the exact. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if they both get a Sweet 16 exit.
Yeah, I mean, they won't be in the same region or bracket. I'm sure.
I don't think they will. I don't think they'll do that again because they had that 2 years ago, and then they had Duke and Michigan State last year. And you know, I think just Grayson Allen's bullshit antics kind of just caught up to Duke and just like stayed over a year. They had a hangover year because they lost to Michigan State last year barely. I hate Cassius Winston with all my heart. And then Grayson Allen's karma caught up with him the year before, and it just rimmed out. And I missed out on watching Marvin, one of my favorite Duke teams ever, in San Antonio for the Final Four, which still hurts my heart talking about it. So thank you for letting me relive this, Joe.
Very well. I'm glad that we have this friendly bet in Duke versus Kansas.
But my championship pick is
Not Duke.
not Duke. I don't know. College basketball is so weird this year.
That's why I picked Dayton, and I believe Preston, you picked Creighton.
No, I mean, I like Creighton to go far. They're a good sleeper. Creighton's really good. I like
Creighton is good.
a lot.
They still have that Tyshawn kid, right?
I
What's
might
his
say
name?
Gonzaga.
Jeff likes Michigan.
Yeah, Alexander.
I don't hate
Tyshawn
Gonzaga.
Alexander.
Michigan.
Gonzaga.
Don't hate Gonzaga.
Michigan, really.
Yeah, Gonzaga.
They're playing
Besides
some ball right
Kansas,
now.
Gonzaga.
And they were ranked earlier. They were unranked, and then they knocked off UNC and everything.
Playing as good as any team right now.
Louisville got bodied the other night. Jordan Nwora got.
I think Jordan War is a punk.
He's overrated.
Can't
Yeah.
shoot,
He's overrated.
period. Like,
I don't think
you
Florida's.
gotta have teams that can actually shoot from the outside.
So, Austin, I'm going to go ahead and gift you Gonzaga as your other college.
Yeah, I'll give Austin Gonzaga.
Woo! Like
you know
Arizona,
where
Arizona
Gonzaga
could
is?
win it. Like Arizona's got that really good backcourt. They have a big man.
Nico
in
Nation?
Zeke.
People think I'm crazy, but I saw Notre Dame play lights out the other day. They could fucking knock
Mhm.
off.
Hey, they just got to get in.
That's the thing.
They-
That's the
they
thing.
have to
That's
get in.
like that's
down low and some great shooters out.
and this is going to be a very Booger McFarland take that I'm apparently known for at this
Bastard.
point. But like that's why college basketball is fun. You know, it's like they call it March Madness for a reason because who the hell knows what's going to happen.
No,
yeah,
it
I
could
mean,
be.
we all
Dayton.
said different teams. Not one of us has said the same team twice.
But all of us had like a good like reason behind it. You know,
Yeah, when
Oregon,
I picked
Oregon
they're-
could
they're-
win it because Peyton Pritchard's really.
they're all like
experienced.
they're all like valid choices, but they're also all different.
They're not winning shit.
Peyton Pritchard's been there for like 6 years.
He's a senior. Yeah, he needs to leave already. No, but it could be Arizona. I mean, Gonzaga probably this. If there's any year for Mark Few to actually do it, it would be this year where there's so much like chaos in college basketball.
You just beat Gonzaga.
Yeah, but then BI would. So
So go figure. It could be them.
I can't even see Baylor winning because they just lost, and I never thought Baylor was
Baylor
that.
doesn't
Baylor lost
score
by
enough.
3
They don't
points.
score
No, and that's
Yeah.
my. But I don't even think like
lost
Baylor
by
can't
3
score, right?
points. They had a 3-point shot. So
I
7
said-
seconds. What more do you want? They were right there.
No, Baylor can't score though, right? Is that the issue with
They're
Baylor?
just as good as Kansas.
Yeah, Baylor
They're
can't
not.
score.
They're right there.
And
The
it
coach
can't.
had no, that coach is worse though. The coach did not know how to coach Baylor.
Scott
They-
Brooks.
Coach
Or not
of the
Scott
Baylor.
Brooks.
Did not defend that big man.
Scott Drew.
Scott
Scott Drew.
They did not. Yeah.
The way to
Preston's
stop
putting-
Udoka is
Preston's
just
putting
double
all his
teaming
money
him
on Kansas.
every single time.
They're
And
the only fucking team that didn't double team the big guy.
which is idiotic. Why would you not do?
You know what we're gonna put all our money on? Oregon women's basketball to win a national.
Oh yeah, what's her name? Stephanie
Sa-
Iodescu. or whatever?
Sabrina.
Sabrina.
Yeah, I can't. I don't know how to say Ionescu.
She's very good. She's a
So
very good. player.
casually goes, talks at the Kobe eulogy, and then comes back, breaks NCAA record. It's not a big deal.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah, she and I watched the whole
Oh.
Kobe memorial.
Oh, I just couldn't get through that. There was no possible way I was gonna get through that. Can you like tell me how it went?
I don't know what it is. I think I'm a trauma porn person. Like I enjoyed watching those things. Like it's weird, but whatever. So we'll Beyonce performed first.
I just didn't want to cry while I was watching it.
I did not shed one tear. It's weird. I don't know. Maybe I'm just emotionally drained. But Beyonce started off, Queen, of course. My birthday twin. Shout out to her.
When's your birthday?
September 4th.
September 4th.
Not
right?
a big deal.
Right. It's birthday week, right?
Yeah, birthday week.
Birthday month.
Yes, birthday month too. So yeah, she came out. She did great. Jimmy Kimmel hosted it, which I was like, Jimmy Kimmel.
This isn't the Grammys. This isn't.
I was like,
Oscars.
what? How do you get to host this? But I was like, all right, he did a great job. Shaq.
He's a big
spoke-
Lakers fan, no?
He was a big
Yes.
Kobe. Him
Yes.
and Kobe were like good friends too.
Oh.
Yes. Shaq spoke. He broke the ice. Was funny. The female goat, Diana Taurasi spoke. She
I
was
love her
good.
so much.
Sabrina spoke. Did not even like consider crying. Like not like stone cold. Like so good. And then she went to play that game like that day in Stanford, which was incredible. And Oregon rolled the number 3 team in the country
Mhm.
or 4, whatever.
Well, you
Yeah,
don't just
before Oregon
you don't
was
just
3, yeah.
speak at Kobe's memorial and then not win by 1 billion points.
Yeah. So she broke that record too. She's
2,000,
2,000 points.
1,000,
Yeah.
1,000.
2,000 points, 1,000 rebounds, 1,000 assists. So she's the next like women's basketball like go.
Dope.
She's the number 1 pick next year for sure.
Oh, definitely. And she's only a junior, which is wild.
She's the Oregon girl. Yeah.
Shout out
she-
UConn for like choking this year or whatever. I don't know what's up with
UConn's
that.
bad now.
Gino Auriemma is just.
Gino Auriemma spoke at the funeral too.
Did
as
he
well.
really?
Yeah, he was actually pretty cool too.
Gino's dope. Gino's always been dope.
All Italian people can speak really well.
He's a
of
really
girls.
well-spoken guy. Yeah, I love hearing him.
So
talk.
yeah,
All Italian speak people.
yes,
can
yes,
speak
yes.
well.
Have you seen The Godfather? Come on,
Yeah.
the public speeches like that.
Big three were all there.
Mhm.
Yeah. So and then Michael Jordan gave a speech, which was the best speech probably. It's probably the best speech. That's what he'll be remembered the most by. It's going to be like the NBA like moment of the year probably. Like that's the thing everyone's going to reference. He talked about the crying Jordan meme too, which was funny. But yeah, it was the greatest assembly of basketball talent ever. Like literally the female GOAT, the number 1 player of all time.
Yeah,
for
like
men's
all of the
and-
Spurs were there too, right?
US Olympics.
Oh,
Yeah.
I think all those guys were there too.
No, like I get what he's saying, as in like just the amount of talent in that building was nonsense.
yeah, literally Kareem, Bill Russell, like all like top, like probably 10 players all time. were
The
there.
big
I didn't know.
three.
I didn't know Bill Russell was crushing on a white lady. That's dope.
Well, I mean, Bill Russell doesn't give a damn about anything.
60 years, bro.
Yeah,
He was wearing a Lakers jersey the other day.
yeah. Well,
well,
he was
he's-
wearing a Kobe.
Well,
jersey
you know, I
the
know.
other day.
Well, yeah,
let's
he's
not
like,
mistake.
That's fair,
it.
that's fair.
Bill Russell will murder us all dead if he hears us talking about him. So let's change subject.
Is
Bill
he really that? Is that Bill Russell?
Bill Russell faced racism throughout his entire career, so
And
he
won
does,
11 rings.
hey, he really just does not
In
give a damn about
Boston,
it.
He won 11
Massachusetts.
straight, didn't he?
He won 11 championships in Boston, Massachusetts. That man,
That man can do whatever he wants.
Yeah, he'll murder us all dead. Like I said, he does not care about anything. But yeah, so the best assembly of basketball talent ever. LeBron wasn't shown, but I'm sure
He was there. No,
there.
so they-
Vanessa Bryant's speech. She eulogized Gigi and Kobe, which was incredible. Like that was insane. That was
she's a thug. I didn't know she was suing the helicopter company.
well, yeah. That
Which, I
came
mean, I
out.
kinda-
that came out during the memorial or whatever, and I was like, damn. Okay, get your money, Vanessa. All right. I
Oh
see
yeah,
you.
I hope she does.
yeah.
Honestly, get money. Like I don't even think like if I was her, I think the money wouldn't be for her; it'd be for the other families,
Yeah, they have a whole foundation
for the families of people who aren't billionaires.
Yeah, they have the foundation that people can go donate to. I think it's like the Mamba Foundation.
Yeah,
It's a
'cause, like,
Mamba
all the-
Mamacita Foundation. They changed
Aw,
it up.
really?
Yeah, that was super dope.
yeah,
Mambacita's a great name
Mhm.
yeah, and
because her mom's Mexican, right?
Yeah, she's Hispanic or Latino.
I'm pretty sure she's Mexican because I know Kobe's like a big Mexico soccer fan.
the way they were pronouncing their names of their children let me know that they were Hispanic.
Mhm.
Natalia and stuff like that.
Natalia,
That's some very Hispanic stuff. But yeah, it was very sad.
as opposed to Natalia.
But Vanessa giving a speech about Gigi.
Tallest.
God damn it, Joe. Geography Joe. Back again.
Natalia.
But yeah, it was very nice. It was very good.
This place looks cool.
Jordan speech of the year. Sure.
Was it that good?
Oh, it's in Corpus. Never
I
mind.
mean, it's just because Jordan doesn't speak in public like that.
Yeah, I saw that, and it was very interesting to see like him actually talking. It just kind of caught me off guard.
Yeah, and he's crying the whole time, and you're just like, damn, this is Mike. And it was only 12 minutes, but it felt like a long time.
It's 12 minutes. That's a long ass speech.
Hey, well, I guess so. 12 minutes didn't feel like that long to me, but yeah, it was good. It was good. You should watch these speeches when you feel willing and able.
Yeah, I probably will. Probably won't though. So I think we're gonna wrap up. It was a very emotionally draining episode from pretty much beginning to end because let me talk about Kobe again. Yeah. So I'm gonna call it. We'll see you Thursday.
Call Fiesta to voice your opinion.
Call Fiesta.
Get
Put
Sosa to
Sosa in
headline.
the front. Love you. Bye.